stay sad too easy, or something like that. It's tough to get out of a funk, but we'll be drawing in this stream with my screen scooted all the way over there like that. And you talk about some meaty censorship, and hello to a CCMD72. I've missed a letter in there, haven't I? I've missed a letter, haven't I? But hello, how are you guys doing today? What's new with you? There's talk of meaty censorship and the capybara. Hey, notice the capybara. How excellent. Okay, do I have my settings correct, or was this a little bit loud? We got some excellent, like, combat fighting music in the last stream. Oh my gosh. You know, sometimes some people have, like, asked about a sleeping stream, a stream where I'm just asleep. I'm thinking about it, honestly. I'm thinking about it. You're talking about eating watermelon. Indeed. And you're asking if I'm quieter than usual. I hope not, because, the volume is set to the same sort of thing as it usually is. So I really hope that it's, like, capable of being the same thing. I can't tell if, like, my voice was doing it. And CC saying that you're Zuri on your dad's account. Well, hello to you, Zuri. And we're talking about, oh, whoa, is that the... I don't know. And so you're listening with both ears today and being glamorous. Congratulations to you. And hello, what's how's your day been, Lodas? And I guess how's your day been is really the way that it goes, because I've seen you, like, I don't know, within the past how many hours is that, with a peculiar sort of a timing. So I mean, how's the surround sound going, I guess? You're saying 2 show streams in one day is crazy. It made me tired to be up late and stuff. And you're saying congrats, Mr. Williams. That's pretty good stuff. I saw the centaur again from the thumbnail, but I forgot that the centaur was Alyssa Liu, because oh dear. Okay, that's the wrong sort of a tool for that. Huh, okay, apparently right click. I didn't know that. Right click does the color picker. Cool. And next stream you'll listen with 3 ears. Guys, I'm looking for joy. I'm looking for happiness. This might be found by watching the latest Inside Out movie. I don't know. If I put too many speckles in the eye, does it look sparkly or does it look like a glaucoma? You're saying your day was great. You didn't cause any accidents during the driving lesson and visited a bar for the first time ever. Whoop, whoop. The first experiences are happening. Wait a second. Driving in your car right after a beer. Okay, wait, you got fries, an orange soda, and a Dr. Pepper, and you don't drink. It's totally fair. Hey, here's to the not drinking club. Boom, fist bump. Because, oh my god, every time I've tried a drink, it's been gross and disgusting. I mean, I'm sort of happy for people who are able to enjoy it, because it seems fantastic and fun to watch. But then I'm looking at that and I'm like, I know that flavor from my hand sanitizer. And then here's saying, tell me how to send joy through the information superhighway. I got to check the memes DMs for a second there. I didn't say anything because I've checked it just now, and now is the opportunity to say something. Therefore, wow, I'm absolutely about to deploy those pickup lines that you send through the memes. Okay, you've got 1.5 months before you can legally drink. God, and your boy is entering Unk territory. Shut up, no, no. You know that's a targeted attack if you say that around somebody who's just a little bit older than you, or by how much, then they instantly disintegrate. You're trying to disintegrate me. Oh my gosh. Okay, and you are sending many meme. What dare just meme? But I'm going to tell somebody, gonna go out in the world being like, damn, you use that for farting, they're gonna fall for me, and that's how it's gonna be. Okay. Okay, let's go with some things. Do I have the timer where I want it? Dude, am I about to give out? I didn't get to make my Vietnamese sandwich. I was going to marinate and grill some pork. I was excited to do this, marinating and grilling a pork. I got tired though and waited a little too long. You're saying you don't want to fossilize, and thus you have to explode others with your mind. I see your plot to be exploding people with your mind, people such as me. Okay, where am I going around? Can I appreciate the other pages of arts happening in here? You're saying, of course, that's life advice there. You did it 3 times and scored 7 times out of it. So, wait. So that one means that you like say it to one person and then 2 people like nearby hear you say that and are like, whoa, I gotta get over here. Highly efficient. The fan art on this fella is bonkers. So amazing. And whoa! And you're saying, hey there, folks. And you're saying you can faintly recall bringing popcorn to watch the Big Bang. And you're talking about some nearby even the. I've gotten myself mixed up. The hell am I? Ooh. Dude, did I sleep too little and give myself an anxiety? Ooh. I have all of my favorite and most awesome tunes in the background today, so I hope that they're around. You're saying that I must be the one who caused the Big Bang. I am unable to cause any Big Bang, so thank you for having a little bit of faith in me. Okay, so what are we putting here? I want my songs to be... I mean, okay, it looks like it's kind of similar to the ambient noise of my voice, but I'm putting some, what's it called? I'm putting the Possum Springs music and then also the Homestuck music, but then this was an auto-generated mix that I have going for the tunes, and what has happened is they put a Singular Saint Motel song in there. It's a pretty good band. Guess I would skip it if I were 200% sure about not wanting to get copyright strike. I like this art. I'm gonna listen to that a little louder. Magdala, you're saying, dude, I've been sleeping for a while. Genuinely starving, for real starving. You'll go eat some pasta. Oh, this is concerning to witness. Have some good pasta, okay? Have some nourishing pasta. Be so alive and not as starving due to the pasta. Oh my god. You're saying if we do the math, you've been sleeping for interesting. I kind of wish I had slept the whole entire time between my streams. Almost 12 hours now. And you're saying that's a rare occasion tonight. You've got the whole house to yourself. Ooh, what shall you do? You can, well, when I get the whole house to myself, I watch the TV or something because usually someone else is watching it, and I don't get to. 14 hours. Wait. How much would you be sleeping if you slept since 9 a.m.? Because it's 1 a.m. now. Most of it, yeah. That's most of you saying it's not that much. Okay. Hi, baller. What have we got? Maybe a little pasta. You're saying that's also a.m. What am I looking at... I think I have pictures of foods and pastas. Pasta foods. I feel insane! I feel insane! No! Okay, so you're talking about 16 hours of sleep or 14 hours of... How do you sleep at 14 hours? I don't know. Okay, what was I looking for? Okay, what am I doing? And you're saying, why are you insane? Why the madness screams? I keep being like mad and fixated on like the same things. It's going in an infernal loop. So honestly, if you remember any detail from the past couple of times I've been, I don't know, emotionally messed up, you may be able to guess it. But I'm also looking for an image in the pasta. I'm looking for an image of pasta in my photos. To help me to draw a pasta. Wow, I've had some good pastas over the years. Alright, so Magdala saying that you'll go eat now. And you're asking why the madness screams. You don't speak mathematics, and I'm American and can't even comprehend such a phenomenon. Sleeping in the... Oh, wait, you're sick and you took a sick leave? Yeah, it's true. It's true, you were able to predict perfectly that my American mind can't even comprehend sick leave. Yes. Okay, going to eat, and then, prototype, and then it's a character you have opinions on. Oh, wait, yeah, right. A bunch of Poppy Playtime stuff is happening, isn't it? I love and respect your Lily Love braids and all of your efforts to help me out. Looks like they probably have a great relationship. It's not even questionable in the slightest. Okay, did I find a picture of pasta that I like, want? Wow, several options. Why is this thing suggesting me a picture from 2017? Do you remember when for like a second people were saying Bon Appetit instead of Bon Appetit? Poppy who? They're saying awesome design of vacuum, absolutely peak design. However, in the context of the game, they could have done so much more with it. Oh, like a more meaningful design? Well, what would you put in your more meaningful design? Oh, this image is getting suggested to me. My girl just made some smack the pony and leave. Macaroni and fucking cheese? Don't mind if I do. Blind refugees. Alright. And hello to Maxism? Maxism. Cool. Or Massism. Official. This is R1 Xenogas music account, and today you'll draw Eva Braun. Oh hey, that's fun. Have I seen Eva before? Eva, well, what was she doing? Motherfucker. It never ends. It never ends with you, R1. Alright, well, you know the rules. No, no symbols. No symbols. But, I mean, practice those facial features. Okay. Okay. Bon Appetit. We're saying some hi R1s. Decipher. Saying, yo, hello. What's new with you lately? I'm thinking of moving to the Philippines. This would be weird and bizarre for me in several ways. But, I mean, I do have family over there. And they offered for me to stay for a while. But, like, probably not, like, in a moving sense. I don't know. Okay, but yeah, what's new with you? You're talking about spaghetti alla puttanesca, delicious, but do not look up the etymology for it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is it? Was that like bitch lasagna or something? I don't know. Okay, Loda's talking about I'd make the things they set up in the earlier chapters more prominent. Like dude adds parts of dead toys to himself. There's 3 arms from others and a fur blanket. Okay, 3 arms from others and a fur blanket. Okay, so you want more than the 3 arms? Okay, and Decipher telling us crazy things happening, and you're saying your game is out on Steam for playtest. Hey, what's even happening? Get some links in the Discord so that we don't lose them or anything. Links in the Discord. What goes on? Playtest. And then other things happening in the chat. You're saying Poppy Playtime has a funny thing where they set up characters with a lot of potential and awesome ideas, but then just completely waste them in execution. And you're linking it on Discord, and we love the feedback since you're personally gonna be updating it. Oh my goodness. Does anybody help you? Oh, Crystal Pump, thank you for reminding me of the Backrooms trailer. You're saying to go to the country because you're gonna feed me cat food. I can get cat food in most of the countries, I think, probably. You're saying you don't know why you still follow that series. It's been hot garbage for a while. Oh my. Is the typo for while sort of makes it into somebody's username now. The Steam sort of thing. Woohoo. Okay, what was I looking at for Backrooms? If I open this, is it going to show all of my personal informations? I guess if I'm concerned about that sort of thing, I can once again make my face really huge. What's up, everybody? It's large Jaro. That's what's happening. Now I can open the link to a Steam. Oh, great! They have a gameplay trailer out. But I want to be like logged in to do this. Okay, I'm covering my entire screen, I think. Yeah, with my huge face. Hello. Oh god, it's updating Steam. That's surely something that would show all my personal informations. Alright, Magdala is talking about saying hi to Decipher. You went away to eat stuff, welcome, and talking about Larjaro, and there, and you're saying, hey, you're saying that I've increased my size to that of a regular human. Excuse you. Okay, this is what I've got to go through to open up a Steam, I guess, without showing personal informations. Okay, here is, I'm looking for specifically the Backrooms trailer. We can put a little pause on it. We can put I forgot that I made my I forgot that damn, it needs the entire password. Do I want to, it's already lagging a little bit. Do I want to open that up right now? I can just keep the tab open. The link is here. Okay. Saying there's too much cream on your pasta. Let's resize my face back to the regular size. Here we go. Here we... imagine if I just kept it this way the entire time. Alright, I didn't actually keep track of what size it was to begin with, but this seems fine, probably. Okay, you're saying who creamed the pasta? Your parents, and also pasta. Okay, let's check out this Backrooms trailer. Looking pretty cool. Okay, let's get some sound up in here. How does it go? Okay, start with a room
I
that
found something.
doesn't look exactly like backrooms. Ooh. Okay, if you just go floor to floor,
What did you find?
it seems like an apartment building. Oh, get some chromatic aberration. Ooh,
Found a place.
clipping a little bit
It's massive in there.
into
Just
the
goes
floor.
on and on and on. All these
Bold to
rooms.
start it with sunlight on
This
that
place
level.
knows them. Actually, more like it remembers them.
Remembers or
The
grows.
more times it remembers something, the less it does.
The less it like does or like physically removes something. Okay, wait, is it gonna be? I know that Kane Pixels was like was making Backrooms content before this. You think it's gonna be linked to lore of things that were already out on that particular channel then? Okay, starring some individuals, so we're gonna see people, they're gonna have faces. You're talking about all these rooms, back rooms, and you're saying you're so very insane today, Zaro, so very crazy. Is it for the second screaming? Well, hello the Mateo. How are you today? What's going on with you? I want to know if the people like it. The dude on 4chan who came up with this must be feeling insane. I mean, anonymous authorship. Is there any possible way to, like, claim it definitively, right? How bizarre. How bizarre. And then the creator of the game Enter the Backrooms shows up. Oh my. And then you're saying that the success of the Backrooms feeds into somebody's existing game. How nice. Whoa. This fella afforded a college degree because of the popularity of the Backrooms already. Wow. Damn. Fun stuff. Fun times. Magdell is saying, I think they'll change some stuff in the lore, but it'll mostly stay the same. Yeah. I mean, I really wonder how common it's about to be for people to compare everything to their favorite version of the lore. But hello, the Mateo. How's it going with you? I'm gonna get less insane on purpose. I'm feeling perturbed. And then you're saying you wrote the original Backrooms copy pasta. They're stealing our money. Hey, hey, hey! Excuse you. Excuse you. That's a wonderful addition to the lore of you, I would say. Am I gonna be okay? I have to keep track of things that make me happy. Getting really immersed in a game last night, that made me pretty happy. You're saying Insane Shadow is so cool. On the one hand, I know it's like cringe to call yourself insane or something. I don't know, needed to find the words to say that I feel unwell. Wow. Okay. And then Magdella is saying, never asked this stuff, but since you're American, is the college tuition debilitatingly expensive? I hope not. I mean, I suppose in another country it could be a bit better, but I'm going to a community college, and so it's not a four-year university, but it's like a cheaper way to get the credits. And then you know me, I don't have a job, just sort of parasitizing off of my parents, and who are footing the classes, and that's very nice of them. Okay, and then you're saying, what do you mean, excuse you? Can you prove I did it? Maybe? Don't know. And then you're saying you never thought about college prices. Are you alright? Break my fork, and then your fork is falling on the floor, getting creamy sauce all over the place. That's absolutely bonkers. You said if you went to college, you'd bankrupt your whole families. Dang. Even community college, even college, if you get a citizenship to Germany and then maybe it's a little bit paid for or something. That's a really long process though. Could bankrupt you another way. You're saying it back, what did you miss? Just that they shall not go to the college. Not even my community college. Get over here. Get over here. What the... Okay, was I drawing something? Tempted to switch to studying or something. But there's Crystal Palm saying the person on 4chan who came up with the idea of the back rooms is most likely in the forever sleep. What in the world? Is that like are you using that term because it's like some kind of a lore with the back rooms, or are you just like, this person is straight up dead, straight up 100% dead? But then, I mean, did something like in particular happen to suggest that they're so dead, or is it just the lack of somebody credibly coming forward that makes it seem that way? Bow. I have a sticky tacky gum for the walls. It's supposed to go on the walls on purpose. It does not go in my mouth. It'd be illegal to go in my mouth. Bum, bum, bum. I like this song. It's been a while since Saint Motel made a song that I liked to and listened to over and over again. I mean, all of the songs were like pretty fine, pretty good quality. You see what they're going for. Artistically wonderful. Or at least artistically exactly what they're trying to do. This one really comforted me though. Okay, you're saying, what is that? Eat it. Very illegal. You're saying it's the lack of OG user ever coming forward after it gained popularity. It could be somebody positively allergic to that. So somebody who, I don't know, popped out the womb with the exact brain chemistry to come up with that idea and then never follow up on it. But yeah, I mean, as I'm saying that, that seems like somebody who would be just dead. Seems like somebody who would be dead. So I don't know. I hope not. But wow. Did I just open PowerPoint? Now this is something that's going to show all of my personal information. Here's my forehead again. Here's my forehead again. And in fact, the entire rest of my face. Okay. I think I did open PowerPoint. It's going to take an entire minute to load. Everything's going to lag. Magdala is saying, I would say, is this, okay, get out. Yeah, it did show all of my personal information opening PowerPoint. Okay, but I've closed it. Hopefully I'm good. A little bit of Deltarune music is with us now. Wow, I like the Deltarune too. Is it a remix? I guess so. This is like an auto-generated mix. Okay, wait, it's a mashup. Ah, that's fun. What a fun mix we're getting. Alright, so there's Magdala saying, I would say that even though they're extremely jealous, they couldn't copyright the idea. The idea of infinite rooms with yellow wallpaper is specific, but not something you can copyright. Nice. Decipher saying it. It'd be nice to make a horror game. Unfortunately, the director turned down the pitches because he gets scared of horror stuff. That's actually happening kind of with somebody that I know in person. I met like an artist in person who was like part of this big team thing to work on like a horror ARG or whatever, and then was sort of procrastinating on making the art for months because it was really uncomfortable and like gory and stuff, or like bad to look at. And Mateo saying, remember that pilot I told you about? I think so, with the arts and things, but I don't really remember details. And you're saying you're about to premiere the animatic preview in like 5 to 10 minutes. Would you want to see it? Yeah, sure. Looking at everything today. Looking at everything today. Hey, do you guys know what I'm supposed to do when there's a stray thread on my, stray thread on my shirt or something? But yeah, send that, pilot over in the Discord or some such. You're saying make a horror game about surgical conjoinment experience. You're saying it should not be too tough. You bet your director is a real L ratio type guy. In the first few months of that, like wilted rose emoji, whatever, being a trend, it was so annoying to me. Oh my god! But I don't know. Eventually, I came around. Eventually, I used it. And what are you looking at with the donk? What you do when you're saying to go watch Mateo stuff? You gotta hope Mateo doesn't copyright us. A couple of things are bonking around in this stream that could already be a little bit copyright, but I mean, I hope they would sort of allow me to delete the stream or something. I had a stray thread just now. I hope that was the right way to take care of that. You're saying to pull the string. You're tricking me. You're tricking me like an enemy. Tricking me hatefully. Okay, so let's look at what Mateo has got going on. I need to do more laundry. Check you out with the artworks, with the artism. There we say. Ooh, what's that thing going on in the... I think it's the protagonist's hand. It looks more segmented than an ordinary flame. Saying he sent it. Nice, very awesome. Okay, pilot preview for real this time. Oh, so now it's sent so people can look at it later as well. Even though I'm bopping around on the channel. Okay. Yours. And you're saying it's literally there. I don't think we need the link. And then Red has Zipper Hoodie cameo. Indeed. You know what's up. You know what is up. What am I looking at? The preview. And we have seen like a bunch of arts for this, right? You stopped by the magma a couple of times, and let us like see your characters. Oh dear. Okay, the premiere in 3 minutes. 2:15 p.m. but in my time. 2 streams happening at the same time. And a little bless you for the massive sneeze. Oh dear lord. I misread 2026 as 2006. 2 minutes. Can I draw something in 2 minutes, I wonder? The thing that I have on my mind is a cheese. Can I draw a cheese in 2 minutes? I think I can. Dude, I'm misreading everything. I hope I'm gonna be alright today. Sketch brushes. And then you're saying you were born in 2006. 19 years old. Quite frankly, how dare you be born in 2006? Stop that immediately. Consider ceasing, halting, stopping immediately. You're saying curse me. Oh dear. It's a curse about the sneezes, isn't it? Okay, this is a cheese. But it's like a... Oh, wait. Is this why the Swiss cheese with a lot of the holes and things, why it's popular as a representation of a cheese? Because it is difficult to mistake it for anything else. Anything else could just be a waxy bit of whatever going around. You're saying, fine, you were born in the 70s. Thank you. Very considerate. Told you to stop it immediately, and you stopped it immediately. Are we almost, here? To 2:15? Okay, I'll pause my musics so that we don't have any lag. Man, all that stuff does make me want to read Homestuck or something. And after years, you can finally see what I've wanted to offer to everyone. A minute of it, though. Oh my. Pilot preview. It's the time, it's the space, it's the moment. You're saying the crunch makes it more gourmet. I made you old again. Wait, there was something crunchy in the pasta? Oh, that's what's happening. And then, people talking in the chat, and we got two chats right next to each other. Do I perhaps refresh? Here we go. Ooh. For a moment I was like, wow, this isn't the aesthetic I expected at all from a indie pilot animation. Oh no, it's like further counting down. Okay, Premiere, and then we're doubling up on Macdella. Don't know if you want to like make something touch on the sides of the screen. You're saying that level of animation is insane? Yeah. I think it's, I'm under the impression that this is some YouTube countdown animation. Due to the fact that it's on YouTube and it is counting down as an animation. Some of these numbers are very hard to spot. How is this happening? A full 60 seconds. Here we go with the cipher. Shout out to Macdella for existing in 2 places at once indeed. What shall we see here? A pilot preview. Dude. How did they make this? How did they make this? It seems like detailed enough to be a watermark, honestly. Talk about that's crazy. Shout out to the Macdella guy, even though I don't know who they are. Silly. Jeez, that's trippy. Hello. Animation. Indie.
It's time for the moment you've been waiting for.
Ooh. Have you got some decent voice talent? That sounds alright right now. Somebody invite the rest of his a cappella troupe. It's the Scat Man. Gabbadabadee. That was so much of a intro. I suspected it was going to be the whole thing. Hello, 1993. A proper year for people to be born. What are y'all doing? Someone want to be born?
Lunch is almost done.
Hello. Hello, art style. And a fun little tilty sort of a house. That reminds me of, does it remind me of Cartoon Network shows already? The Courage the Cowardly Dog? Dunno. Ba-ba-da-ba. And absolute ages and ages of animation to get to this point. What we doing? Asking if this is Cain. Oh, did they kill themselves on purpose? No, okay. Seems accidental enough. I'm not gonna tell this kid that both of your parents are dead, exploded in front of you on purpose. Oh shit, for real. Dude. Oh my gosh, you're loaded up with the voice talent. I love background artists. Your team is coming together. Holy shit. With the little cameo from Jack's Amazing Digital Circus. So wait, okay, that makes me think that whatever you've seen just now was Cain from Amazing Digital Circus. Oh my god. Dude. Check you out. With 1 minute out, how long do you want the pilot to be? It's gonna be, dude, you're gonna have a full sort of 10 minutes, or what is it, 12 or 24 in no time. What the hell? You talk about things that reference this. Get your Jack's toy. What's happening here? Sending the best of luck to the pilot. We got to send it a little like and be the second like. Do. Krabby Patty. Oh, you think the...
It's time for the moment you've been waiting for.
Oh, the strangely long amount of Krabby Patty. Thank you for educating me on references. But now that I'm hearing it, I'm like, is that the exact audio?
Preparing the Krabby Patty.
Nice. I feel a kinship with that since I also make mouth noises. I've put this on too loud in my ear now. But can you believe that? Some indie animations are happening today, yesterday, also tomorrow. You're saying this is a peak pilot preview? It's certainly very exciting. And we've been seeing that, or at least I remember seeing the character with like half of the hair shared around in a lot of these Pac-Mans for art and things. You're saying I'm late with my indie animation. When? Ooh, should I try to do something? I almost attended a writing club at my college on Wednesday, but then I was late to it, and by the time I found a room, I was too embarrassed to go in, because it was for comparing your writing, and I didn't have any writing to compare. I just wanted to know what the club was like about and stuff. Hopefully I can make it to a more proper meeting then, because they have the different types of meeting. Decipher saying indie games on the rise, indie animation on the rise, everything is good, we're eating. And Crystal Palm is saying, speaking of previews and this, have y'all seen Pokemon Wind and Wake or whatever? Wind and Wake, or whatever. Indeed. And they've done that on the anniversary, right? 30th anniversary. You're saying the music is good but too loud for my voice. I guess I am pretty quiet these days. Seeing what does Faith mean? You're really curious. I think that was the name of either the main character or the main villain. I'm trying to remember like the lore and stuff that the Mateo has come into these streams and shared. Yeah, I guess the music is approximately the same as most of my voice right about now. The Funk Soul Brother. I turned it down slightly. You're saying you were Googling for nothing? Oh yeah. It's not like a specialized English language term or nothing. Just some creative fictions happening. Drawn a cheese. Oh, you also Googled it. Ah, the international experience. You thought it was a wordplay on Fahrenheit and fight, or you know, dead kindness. But hey, I mean, maybe. I know Mateo is like in the Discord. If Homeboy has left the stream, click on the profile. You're saying 3 slightly more, and you saying made the word. Hope you'll like it. Was very nervous. Hey, congratulations on getting this far. Hey, hello. The does the word have like a backstory? Does it have a backstory? Let's put the heat. Let's put the flames. Put the heat. Put the flames. I like this song a lot. And Crystal Palm is saying, don't know what the heck you're doing on the 5th canvas. Someone help. Well, it's gotta be more comprehensible than a cheese. Dude, that rocks. Looks like it kind of rocks already. Ooh, okay. Some shapes, some clean lines. I'll accompany you with shapes and clean lines. I like this color that I've got right now. But let's see. Lines of approximately not so much varying width. Not so much of that, just very, very smooth, completely stable. There we say. Maybe not that kind, maybe a little bit thinner. And then you're saying bro casually made his own word. It's a made-up word inspired by Fahrenheit. Gonna add it to the Webster's. And you got it right, Magnica. Ooh, making up a new word already. That's how you know the guy's created. If you can't even make up your own words, are you elegant enough? Oh my. Okay, some shapes. Let's have some freaking fun with the shapes. I was genuinely so happy when playing that video game Koru Observer last night. That was fire, honestly. Absolutely, completely fire. Talk about some indie games, free to play, all of that. Okay, here's my arm. Gosh, I like this song. And then Decipher asking if Mateo is animation school or self-taught. Very exciting. Then you would hate the future to be D's Nutsy, and that would suck. And then Crystal Paul saying when you were young you came up with the most original word ever. Awesome, amazing. Could be a type of a sauce. And awesome, dare we say a sauce. Alright, what can I contribute in lines? Ooh, cool. doodling and scribbling and putting something together. Okay, 2 lines, they look neat and elegant together. 3 lines, I don't know. Ba-dum-ba, sounds like an awesome, amazing word, and the meaning of it is immediately evident, you know. Okay, sounds a bit Disnutsian, but fine. Okay, what else have we got? I like this song a lot. And we can, in fact, draw a little person experiencing it. Mum, and you're burning. Which medicine drops fever? Oh my. And then if I look that up, then I'll only know like the American United Statesian versions of medicine. That was a weird thing about traveling international, looking for medicines. Need some unprofessional medical help? Well, I guess I'll still look it up. What medicine helps with a fever? Well, I mean, my Google is saying like a Tylenol or any anti-inflammatory, and ibuprofen, acetaminophen. That's what's on the front page of the Google. You're saying you mostly take antibiotics, but also rest and have something cold on your forehead. Oh yeah. Have a bag or bucket nearby in case you barf. Nothing worse than having barf in an unmanageable place, other than, I don't know, maybe barfing. Ba-da-ba-ba. And you're saying you suck at the whole life thing? I don't know. Nobody starts out knowing how to take care of being sick. I swear to God, the songs! Pretty darn excellent. And you're saying that you have something in your name and will probably take some cough syrup if it hasn't expired yet. It's a fact over 39 Fahrenheit. Well, that's concerning. That's concerning. You're saying don't scare me? I mean, is it you? Let's get a little bit of the circles up in here, see if I can do something. That's a fever if it's over 37. My goodness. Do other people know that you are sick, who can get into your house and help? Wow. All I got is looking concernedly at the chat, at Macdella. I can't even send my medicines. You're saying use a wet cloth thing to cool you down. Wet rag, anything. I guess maybe having some water near you to help I don't know, re-wet the cloth? I don't know, I'm trying to think of anything. Okay. I don't know if this is very neat. And you're recommending the drinking many water. But yeah, that's another thing to do when sick. If you're sweating out a lot, you can drink electrolytes. You feel a bit better than before, and the last time you checked ago was actually 14 hours ago. Takes time to check it, and you're waiting for the result. Oh my. And then reading the word result right next to lol, LOL. Thought that was a new type of a medicine. Alright, let's get a little bit thinner up in here. Dang. My little brother had a Homestuck phase for a second. That was a long time ago. I didn't realize how little he was back then. Having a Homestuck phase. Recommending me this song and stuff. And you're saying it only decreased 0.2, 39.4 now, you suppose. Oh my. Oh my. With my brushstroke, I've accidentally stabbed the little visitor. There's Magdala saying I'm actually not sick due to feeling better. Don't mind what the thermometer says. I mean, I've sort of heard that a positive outlook like that can help you out. A positive outlook can maybe help you improve a little bit faster, you know? But also a lot of vitamin C, citruses and whatnot. Oranges. For an immune system boost. That's a real mind over matter. The thermometer does not determine you are sick, you do. You know what, while you're around here, I may have run into trouble with Steam and was unable to wishlist it while it's open. What a tune. How many views does this one have? 2.8 million. Alright, put a little pause on that. And then, let's see what I still had it open, right? See what the trailer was, because let's go over here. Trailer for Decipher game. Astro Chibi. Not from the beginning with sound. Okay, wait, have I seen this style of game before? It's not, what is it, Super Meat Boy? Right? check you out. Going for the fun, addictive, punchy. Am I right? Going for the enter a flow state with all of this. Are we right? Looking cute, looking adorable. My goodness, the polish up on this, the polish up in here. Hello. Get some other preview images. Wow. The pink and green. Is there like a significance to the pink and the green? The yellow? And you were thinking Potato meets Nuclear Throne. Nice. And you're saying a roguelike top-down shooter? Check you out, right? Check it out, right? There's simply war happening in the body. Right, got it mixed up with the game discussion for a moment there. You know what I was saying? Reminds you a bit of Enter the Gungeon. More of a horde survivor. There's lots of bugs, so I think if you find them, you tell me. Oh, if I haven't played enough games that are similar to this one, will I know what a bug is when I see it? Well, I guess that's still maybe a type of valuable perspective, perhaps. Perhaps, could be. Alright, what else have we got? A little bit more of the tunes, a little bit more of the this. And you're saying, that's really smart. Imagine your playtesters being your friends. Very essential. Gotta get those benefits. You're saying I don't know what a bug is. Never seen one. If it's crawled on me, I wasn't aware of it. It's never happened before. But like, I mean, in a video game, right, I would have to know how something is supposed to function properly first in order to know if it is, you know, malfunctioning, functioning improperly. But something to squash. Oh my, not a bug lover, right? Not a bug lover. Make some triangles. That's what a bug is, and Decipher is saying, I'm really just looking for feedback. Playtester feedback just makes the game better. Nice, nice. And you're saying if the game crashes, that's probably a bug. I think you could tell in that case. You would think so, right? But Deltarune crashed on me a couple of times, because I'm playing it on a calculator. And they shipped the game like that, and everybody loves it, so, you know, sometimes it's just a limitation of the device I'm on. Gosh. Ba-da-ba. You're saying the more brutal the feedback, the better. I don't know. Don't know. I'm trying to think of the last time I gave some brutal feedback. I mean, it's easy to think about, but dishing it out is another thing. Magdala talking about you hate bugs so much. Disgusting creatures created by the universe solely to torment us. Don't actually kill bugs just because they're near you. They deserve to live as well as such. Wow, a very enlightened perspective. Oh my, 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 my. I think that the other side ought to be totally dark up in here. Oh shoot. Okay, I didn't really mean to kill the little thingies. Alright, let's get another color. Oh, this is great. I didn't know this motif that I like was repeated in other songs. I haven't actually listened to Homestuck soundtracks, so I didn't know it came back. You're in a dome. You're in a dome. Just the right shape, like that. Nice. And now the little person gets to live. Now we have infinite darkness. Ba-dum-bum. Magdala is talking about. Okay, you're using Unity at the moment. If the game crashes, that would be your fault since optimization is part of your job. Oh, I'm legitimately playing on a calculator though, as it would seem. I mean, if Deltarune is a little too much for the device to handle, hey. But you're saying game deving looks so cool from afar, then you look inside and it's mostly fixing bugs. Dang. Dang it. You're saying Unity scares you? Ah, you prefer Discord, but you're not on Discord. Okay. Alright, Decipher saying, honestly, we made so many mistakes making this game because we're all juniors. Oh, I mean, but this is like the kind of thing that you're on. Okay, it's a project, you're a junior, you do the project, and then you're no longer a junior. It goes on the resume, something like that, whatever. You're learning as you go, huh? Oh my gosh, fun times. I feel like I reached a pretty good mindset before I went to sleep. And then now I've woken up and mental illness is back or something like that. You're saying, what does Discord? Like, what does it have to do with Unity, you might say? What does it have to do? They're antonyms, right? Antonyms? Eldritch Horror. Cool. Alright. And Magdala's saying, alrighty, I'm feeling the tiredness. Once the stream is over, I'll sleep again, probably. I'm feeling kind of sleepy, too. Not sure how I want to spend the rest of my day. I have some homework due, but not immediately. So that's some leeway, I think. Cool. Ribbony stuff. Okay. Let's make some interesting shapes. Nice. Bum. And you're telling us it's weird because game dev is like a fun hell, I guess, but the bad hell is probably the corpo stuff, but things worked out. That's freaking exciting. Bruh. I'm still like looking at like the freaking level of polish on this. Ah. What's even happening? Have you done like game jams before? Is this like a first major project? I know game jam is different from actually releasing something right up onto Steam, but I don't know what's your track record with stuff. What's being learned? You're saying it's your first proper game? Amazing. You're saying you wish you knew how to make games. I mean, from the sound of it, how often you wish you knew how to make games kinda sounds like you started off on like some partial knowledge. Same way that I've got part way into making a donut on Blender. That was like years ago by now. It actually literally might be 10 years. Blah. And talking about no game jams. Oh dang. Only jelly. Okay, so, and hello to you, Serial Designation X. Hello, what's new with you? What's happening? How to make some cool shapes, I wonder. I started making some shapes, but are they cool? I don't know. Don't know if the shapes are cool. Want to make some cool shapes with Crystal Palm before I'm gone. You're saying wish upon a star to be a magical game dev. Oh my. You started working on corpo web dev stuff, so the transition was not too hard. Oh, and then from the sound of how you prefer things, preferring what you're doing now to what was happening before, right? It totally sounds like maybe the creativity gives you an easier time, or at least a more fulfilling time. Easier or more fulfilling in all of this. Oh, I can't believe this one is a sound test. Sounds pretty great. William saying you lied. You know how to make games. You know how to make games though. Real creative block kind of a thing, huh? Creative block happening with you. To you. Right here, right now. Ah, you get paid 4 times less, but you get to make fun games, so good trade. Hey. Gotta live life like that. Insult yourself for being lazy all the time. You're bound to do something at some point. I don't know. Let's make a fish. A fish is very comprehensible. I can say that because I'm not a biologist, and so a fish serves a limited function in my life. I'm a little bit hungry. Oh dang, I thought this was the next song that came on was like blue da ba dee da ba die. Okay. Ba-da-ba. You're saying we should all make something sometime, it'd be fun. Dude. I wonder what I could contribute. Overall aesthetic, don't know. Some story ideas. Story ideas are not worth much. You gotta put forth like some cool dialogues and things. I gotta do something. I gotta be happy on purpose. Maybe I'll finish watching Dan to Dan if I have the time for that. And Magdala is saying, you mean it hasn't been working out for you for 20 years, but I think it will at some point. Oh, insulting yourself for being lazy? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of excellent to be near other people who are creating stuff or chat or correspond with them. So that's an excellent, idea for something that could be going on in these streams a little bit. If we were doing something a little bit game-ish, how would we decide on what to do? Like put a bunch of polls in this in this chat or something? Yeah, cool. But there's like this many people in here. That's, what is that, an even amount of people? I don't know if that works for democracy. Democracy, you know? But up goes in the frog hole. You wish you could draw right now. Your tablet's being weird. Be happy. This is in order. Thank you. I'll consider it. I'm just like thinking it over, trying to think through the science or whatever of being in control of my emotions, right? I don't know, when I stopped the stream at like 2 a.m. or something, I was so happy from playing that game because it was freaking awesome and overall slapped. Totally cool. Got so absorbed in the story of it all and the gameplay of it, one after the other. And you're saying you wish you could bring your tablet at work because it's so much bigger. Oh, dude, is it like too heavy, too valuable to bring out the house and things like that? Tough stuff. You got the resources. You used to do that, then you got warned. Okay, you could probably do an idea pitch, and then you could do the marketing research, and then after that, I start writing the game design document. Ooh, okay. Start looking some stuff up for me right now. Like, what elements does a game design document involve? And then, William saying, Shadow, ignore my fishes. Okay, I'm looking at your messages, but do you have fishes? Hey, fishy fish. Well, like what kind of criteria would we want to do? Definitely, it'd be fun to look at something short, but I don't know what qualifies as short in like terms of gameplay, workflow, whatever's. You're saying it's been months since Fishy Fish released? And in fact like a year or something. Dude, where can I find your freaking fish? Dude, your fish. Dude, where's your fish? I mean, I'm ignoring it. So you drew some fish in the canvas the other day. They are in the frog square. Thank you. I'm blind. I accidentally slept for 4 hours. That was stupid. I had the option not to do that. Stayed in bed, looking at the YouTube and the Reddit. That was stupid. I still did it. What are we looking at? I'm on the wrong canvas. This is somebody's Roblox. It is kind of fun to think that there's a bunch of little baby children's doing game development, child labor on the Roblox. And then Matella saying, dude, reminds me of the weird fish from Amazing Digital Circus. Hey, glad to be weird and a fish with ya. Glad to be weird and a fish with ya. This is great. Check it out. There's the frogs. Okay, canvas 2 the other day with some frogs. Woohoo! Oh, it is ugly. Thank you for sharing your fish. I am sorry to dish out my insults for your ugly fish, but it is very precious and I will take care of it nevertheless. You're saying that's not the fish? Okay, it is someone else's entirely. I'm very sorry to insult somebody's work randomly. My apologies, Crystal Palm. You have been attacked for no reason. Now I have to stand by what I have said in what I hope can be with this heart and affectionate rose. But now I'm suspicious forever. Very unfortunate. Oh, holy hell. Now I'm looking at some fish nips. You call my son ugly. I am very sorry. Your son will have to defeat me, the true enemy and bully in his life, to have a full character arc and everything, due to me coming for his ass for no reason. This is a true school of fish. Okay, what are we looking at? What's the Discord server name? Oh yeah, You've been around here for a moment. Just come on in, I guess. I'll send you the little link inviting somebody. Does this sometimes show my personal informations? Oh, I can't believe I'm randomly attacking people who aren't even the YouTube users I did. This is completely uncalled for to attack someone who isn't. Okay, we're inviting to the server. We're inviting to the server with the link, and the link is copied. Then we can go and paste the link. Where are we? Where are we? It's showing all of my personal informations. There's no personal informations when I only show my forehead. There we go. And now I can send the link to the Discord because it has a really big name. Ba ba ba. William saying only I deserve to be attacked. Only I have the honor, so premium. You know what's up. That sentence I was reading just now started out. I'm almost a little worried. You're gonna be like interpreting it in some kind of a way. But that's exactly what I mean. Only premium. You're the only one who can like parry and riposte and whatever. What the hell was I looking at? You study Roblox when building your games. I wonder if like part of the skill in playing games is the format of Roblox that encourages you to just go from one person's game and then immediately build your own and just sort of, it's like in the same sort of a workspace, just like looking at other people's games and then looking at yours. What are we doing? What are we looking at? Mateo says thanks for the support. And messages I missed where we usually just see what the mechanics of the game are, then measure how long each takes. And for Astro, it took 6 months, which is like half done. Oh my. Fibromyalgia, not just fibromyalgia. Oh my gosh. And Magdala saying, but the fish is not my son. Fishy fish. It's not my lover. She's just a fish that says that I am the one. But the fish is not my son. Where was that coming from? I think I'm gonna end out this stream in like 8 minutes ish, 7.5. I guess maybe that's enough detail for the fish. None of them have fins like that, or really the rest of the body like that. Michael Jackson song. I think we gotta go to sleep. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a little low energy. I mean, the music freaking slaps, and I believe uplifts the quality of the stream. We're just blasting some Homestuck tunes in here. But as you can tell, I'm a little low energy. And you're saying, for those who don't know, people tried to curse the CEO of Roblox. That seems justified. And word 7893 is saying, what are the capybaras eating in the thumbnail? They're eating some watermelon. Alright. Who wants to pick the next thumbnail? Somebody do that, alright? Could be anything, why not? I'll probably stick my hand in it too, though. Meh. And, okay, like, not curse at or something, actually curse. And the song came from William saying that, and I quote, not my son. Okay, just the music. Don't I slap too? Ah! Slapping at me! Oh my god! How can this happen? Oh, you slap, alright. Okay, a fish drinking a beer, that exists. Very cool. Very cool. You picked the last one though, so I'm on to you. You said it at approximately the same time as Crystal Palm, asking for the Eldritch Horror to be the next thumbnail. Alright. Alright. Williams, you did the last one. And so, this thingy thing, we'll make it like a thumbnail aspect ratio, and it shall be the next one. Oh, we could zoom in or something, or have it a little bit like that cool stuff. You're saying you are your twin brother? You didn't choose the last one? That's a very funny and confusing sentence, honestly. I want to draw a dragon for the last thing that I'm doing here. Chinese dragon, specifically. And then it's like oodling and noodling around. Dang. I think it's totally polluted with, I think the search results are completely polluted with AI art. Have I drawn this type of dragon before? I know I've drawn some dragons. Wow, you're saying some things look sick, right? Check out the amount of artisticness. Damn, I do need a little more sleep. Artisticness. Our testicles. Check out the artistic ability. Okay, so what else am I looking at? I think it's a very short dragon. You're saying dragging these pieces of broken glass, sounding like a quote, and you're talking about being your own grandpa. How is this so common? How does that keep happening? Leave the jilfs alone. And what are we looking at? You're saying artisticals something people want. I think they are the worst part of it. Huh. I mean, from reactions to sitting on it, yeah, it seems that way. Seems that way. Opens a portal to hell in terms of pain. From what it would look like visually. Not that I'm observing too hard. Not that I'm observing too much. Okay, well, if you make the dragon too skinny, it looks a little bit Nordic, I think. Nothing wrong with that, honestly. You're saying sitting on it? You never seen somebody, stand up or just sort of yowl in pain from having sat on it accidentally? And aside from saying, I don't like where my brain went from the term artistical. Oh god. Okay, and William's saying when the art block attacks you, you have to grab it, quote, grab it from the artisticles and show who's boss. Are we curing your art block yet? Are we curing your art block yet? Don't know if this is where I wanted to end up with all of this. When I say my stutters and things, the involuntary sort of a sounds. Let's put a funny horn on the dragon. Dude. I keep thinking that I would want to make some kind of a... no, I'll say it later. I'll say it later. But I think that this dragon could be in games. But you're saying don't act surprised. They're saying, and then we just get a PSA. Guys, be mindful of your balls. Oh my god. Check you out. Going through life, going through the world, not even minding the balls. Incredible. What a world we live in. Dude, I thought this was going to... I thought this dragon was... I thought maybe I had the capacity to lock in and make this dragon totally sick looking and stuff. What is this? I've made the legs more pathetic. I've made the legs more pathetic. What am I doing? Well, at least it can come by and look at the very cool crystal palm art right here. Right up in here. Alright, Magdala saying the family jewels are called that for a reason. They're important and such. Bad mental image with family jewels. It brings to mind like family jewelry or something like that. You're saying, except if you are trans, in that case, lop them off, girly. Oh my gosh. You know, some people keep them. Some people keep them because it's a whole surgery, right? Oh my gosh. You're saying new drawing 6 is a school care. Sure. Let's look at what that is before we close out of the stream. You're saying do not actually, dear lord. Okay, like doing it yourself, DIY, you wouldn't do it. Alright, and we're seeing the school chair. I do see it. The angles, school chair up in here. And Decipher saying the facts are spoken. They carry a legacy that passes on for millennia. I'm imagining somebody issuing a prophecy, and then and then a really fast correction in the same voice or something like that. Oh my gosh. Alright, well I said very much that I would end it off at that point. I'm looking for, I'm still on kind of a quest for happinesses, and maybe it might be Dan. I don't know. I said I wasn't gonna get hung up on the dude that I'm dating that only wants to see me once a month due to work and family obligations, but damn, we're once again hung, dare I say, up. Alright, this is the child of this. Wait a second, the eldritch being had just a little stick figure little baby. Had a stick figure little baby. Oh my god. Hello, baby. Oh, excellent. We get some heart shapes. We get some, this is cool. It looks like it's like a building or serpentine building. You get some geometrics up in here. Magdala talking about, these balls. You're from so-and-so's family, huh? Oh my gosh. Oh my god, no, you had a fruitful grandpa too. My grandpa had 2 families at least. Sorry. Maybe 3 families, and those are just the ones we know about. And so like when I meet somebody, I have to make sure that like none of their relatives like have the same last name as me whatsoever, because who knows. Oh my gosh, you're writing a little subscribe Easter egg up in here. Holy heck. Dude, hello. 1,000,000 times sorry for calling you fish ugly out of nowhere. Can I send you money as reparations? Coughing to death. No, is my voice going away? That's freaking crazy. Magdala saying, I knew your father well. He had those tungsten spheres clapping as he walked by. I lose my voice. I'll look over at the chat. I'm losing my mind afterward. Alright, remember the memes. Much happiness in those. I'll try to remember. And then there's the what? Asking if I'm good. Hey, just some admiration of the art as I end out the stream, and then it steals my voice like Ursula. Hey, take my breath away. Apparently, do it. Yeah, it's happening. Okay, here we go. And thank you for stopping by. Thanks for being creative with me. And I don't know. Hey, maybe we should discuss more creative project, whatever the heck, over in the Discord, which also has the poll feature, but then it has more people online. You're saying we can go on, but you'd probably stop breathing. Hey, Hey, you know me. I'd be dead. I'd be out of here. Goodbye to you. Ah, I'd love to talk creative with you.